This has been more than, I don't like to use the word interesting, it's been a week of reflection, because as we look at our center, and where it's come since 2013, sometimes we don't look at the big picture, and that's what I found myself doing. So when I went back, Loya, is Loya here? Yeah. She asked us for some pictures of our youth, because she's putting together this book, and we hadn't had a chance to do it, but I had a chance this week to start doing it, thanks to Marian Head. She took a lot of pictures of our youth. Thank you, Marian. I know you're watching. But as I was going through these pictures, other pictures were coming up, back to 2013. And I was seeing people who were still here since 2013, on the mainland and here in this very center, who were here in 2013 and 2014. And I looked at it, and then I got the opportunity to look at all the things that we had accomplished in those 13 years. And the fact that we were still here, and how sometimes I can lose sight of that. And I don't know about you in your life, but maybe I think it was Steve Jobs that said, you can't really understand your life. You can't put the pieces of your life together only by putting the pieces backwards, looking back. And that's what I did to realize that I'm here today. But I'd also lost sight of some of the things that were important to me, really important to me, because I'd gotten caught in the snapshots, or caught in what I thought I wasn't doing, or got caught in where I thought I hadn't grown, or any of those things. And I centered back in. Yesterday we had a beautiful workshop at our house, and it was so healing to me. And I know the people that came to it also had, various advances in consciousness from taking this workshop, but it was so healing to me because I really, truly realized why I originally came here and how important that is to me, because the science of mind and spirit changed my life. If you've read my book, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was an unconscious person until I found this, and I thought life did it to me, until I understood that I was behind the helm of my life, and I was the one that was creating this from past programs and things I've been told about myself and all of that, and becoming a victim in that. And the science of mind, from the first time I entered the doors, told me what was possible for me. It told me, Ernest Holmes and the different New Thought people told me who I truly was, and that I was responsible for all this. But it's not enough to just know that. You have to practice it. And I practiced it vigorously, and it wasn't easy to practice it, and I fell off a lot of times, and I still fall off sometimes. But now I know how to go back to it and remember who and what I am, and that I am responsible. And I believe that, as Patrick was saying about this time period, we don't know what the truth is when we look out there. We don't know who's telling us the truth, who's doing the truth, if it's really true when we see a picture of something. We don't know any of that. So I don't know anywhere else to go but within here, and my alignment with my truth and divine intuition that flows through me to know what's true, because it's not out there. And that's what the science of mind gave me. It gave me that. It gave me that idea, and also gave me the tools to practice it. So what is the science of mind? Well, there's plenty of people and mystics that are alive now that are teaching the same exact thing. Come on, let's face it. It started back in the Greek times. It started with Jesus. It started where they kept telling us to go within. The God is within you. The power is within you. You are God's. All of that. And then we didn't follow it for the most part as a species. We didn't follow it. We just kept looking without. So it's not something new that we're being taught right now, or I've been taught since the last, how many years have we been in this? 1998, however that is, I can't do math. But it's not new. But when you hear it, you recognize it as truth because it hits you right in your core. And that's what it did for me. And Ernest Holmes wrote many things, and he's not a guru for you that are here the first time. He's just a guy who was a scholar in that he studied everything. He studied Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism. He studied everything, Christianity, all of this he studied, so that he could find the big picture behind all of that. And the big picture behind all of it was love. And go within. Well, not always go within, but love. Truly love. That was it. So he would say, I'm going to put together a philosophy. I'm not making it up. He never called it like a revelation. I'm going to put together a philosophy that people can use so they can express their highest life, which is coming from love. Love and law. And he said, life is a mirror and reflects back to the person what we put into it. It's a mirror. And for me, until I got that my life was a mirror for what I was thinking and what I was believing and what I was projecting out there and blaming it on other people, then when I got that, then I could go within and I could change how I thought about anything, and I could change the experience for myself. Not necessarily I couldn't change a person or something like that, but things would look different to me, and I would see the big picture behind it, because the universe, we're all connected in this universal energy, right? We all, maybe we don't all know this, but I know that we are connected in a field, a quantum field we call it, universal energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it, where it's working in our favor all the time, even when it doesn't look like it. It was working in my favor all the time, even when it didn't look like it, because it kept bringing me back to what do you really believe, Rita? Okay, why are you in this mess? Okay, I'm suffering right now. I'm like a mess, but okay, it's bringing me back to me, bringing me back. And finally, when I was ready, when I started to actually explore this idea that I am responsible for my life, things started to open up. Teachers came to me. Books fell off shelves. A person would say something to me, and it happens to me now too, because I have sometimes looked at little things and called them me, and they're not. They're me thinking about that thing in that way. And then somebody else would come up to me and go, Rita, do you know this, and this? And I went, wow, that person is reflecting back to me what I really feel about myself. So if I want it to be different, I have to feel different about myself. We're never going to get away from that. I really know that as a truth. And I've told this story before, but it was Greg Braden who said there was this Native American culture or something, I'm not sure. They had a drawing on a cave wall, and the native elder said some of the people were walking up, and they had heads, and there were other people in another line that were falling off an abyss with no heads. This was not chopped off heads. This was people who didn't know who they were. So the ones who knew that they were who they were, which is the power and presence of spirit, the power and presence of life itself, were walking up and spiraling upward, and the other people were lost, basically. But according to Ernest Holmes, and I do believe this, we're never lost, because life is eternal, and even if we're falling off the cliff, there is a way to get back on when we're ready. So yeah, what's the big picture to me? The universe has my back. I have a saying, it says, it's always conspiring in my favor, no matter what it looks like. My life is always unfolding perfectly, no matter what. And if I settle into that and just really live that and look at everything that comes my way from that point of view, then I can shift, I can change, and my life changes. And what I realized on Saturday when we were teaching this class and facilitating, I won't even say we were teaching it, everybody was sharing, I realized that's why I'm here. I'm here to help people. I'm here to help people to grow, to expand, to have better lives, to get rid of suffering. I know it has to be here sometimes, but no, there's ways out. So that's why I'm here. That's my mission, to express that, to teach that, to be that in my own life, to be an example. And I'm grateful that I know that. And sometimes I can forget that that's what it is. That's why I'm here. That's why this center is here, to expand people, to help them, to assist them, to know who they are, and to have the power to live their lives from that place. So another year is starting. Year 12. Where are we going? I think we're going up. Namaste.